toast here before dinner to you and Michael. So I tried to think of what I was going to say. Actually, I tried to imagine what this whole day was going to be like, and I just was wrong on all sides. It was a remarkable experience. One that all of us will never forget.
Yeah.
So JoJo and I have been getting closer the last 5 years, and I can identify 3 hugs that we have had that I'll never forget. One was when she came back from a summer selling books. She flew out of the car, I flew out of the house, and it was the best hug of my life. Second was...
It's okay, it was my egg.
Second was this Christmas. It was a complicated story, but when I reached the group at Christmas time, JoJo flew out of the house, I flew out of the car. Best hug ever. The third best hug was tonight, when we hugged after you got married. So I am just so happy that we now have this expanded family, and you two were meant for each other. I have no doubt about that. I really honestly feel God is with us in our presence. And I think you have all the family and the faith that will serve you for the rest of your lives. And so, toast to a new beginning. Mrs. Blanchard God bless you.
Cheers. Gordon.
I'm good.
I'm good.
That was great.
All right, I'll say a little something next. So, for many of you that do know Michael, this should come to no surprise. And some of you heard this story last night, but one of the first times that I knew Joanna was the person for Michael. Michael came over to my house after work. He took off his tie, and he was telling me about this girl that was really pretty, funny, and fun. And I was like, okay. And I turned back to see who it was. He had his socks and his shoes off. And normally, if you know Michael, the wallpaper curls back up, people run, his feet are a problem. Okay? And this is a problem that he didn't mind his loved ones enduring. Okay? So I think that some chemical imbalance happened, or chemical reaction he wished for so hard to change the pheromones of the smell of his feet. Or he loves Joanna so much that he actually started proper hygiene. Either way, we thank you so much. That was
Thank you, Joanna.
I was also going to I was also going to say,
He
cheers
loves
to JoJo for that.
pedicures now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Man,
That
yeah.
hygiene. Michael and I, we've been through thick and thin. I can't believe this person is getting married. This person, we lived together. We shared a room. Yeah, we shared a room. We went to high school together. We played on sports teams together. Sometimes to a fault. We played these Arabic brothers, and basketball all the time, and they literally spoke Arabic to even the playing field against Michael and I. Our chemistry on a basketball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But with that, I was just going to say that the bond that we have and the understanding we have for each other, I see that y'all have. And that is an extremely important thing, to be able to look to someone and understand what they mean when they're sad, understand what they mean when they're happy, or understand what they mean when they're just a little bit upset because the Grizzlies aren't playing and it's Tuesday night. So the fact that you have this person not only to go through work and home, but your whole life with, I'm extremely happy for. I'm happy for y'all, and I'm happy that these families are coming together.
Cheers.
Cheers to our
Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Yes. Cheers, Mariah.
Cross arms now.
No, we did not do that. No, that was cute. I was like, no.
Let me just hold it up so you guys can't hear food yet. It's amazing, by the way. Really sorry. Say sorry. Okay.
That's all around the edges.
Okay. Well, I try to look up like templates for man of honor speeches because I just really didn't want to screw this up. But thank God he went first, right?
Yeah. Break
Icebreaker.
so it doesn't.
So like when I first looked it up, it was like first thank all the family members and friends for coming, and I was like, well, hot damn, like they're all family. Like, I'm the only actual friend. So, honestly, I want to thank you guys for having me as the most non-blood family member. I'm very honored to be here.
You are family.
Thank you. And then I wrote something, so just watch me watch this, okay? It's just essentially how we met and how it flourished, right? So I met JoJo about 4 years ago in Nashville at her job. So I was the person, if you guys don't know, that actually called her. I watched her like high review videos where she's like talking and she's like super embarrassed, but she's like sending it in as an application, pre-COVID times. Okay, so I'm watching him and I called her. We bonded on Texas because she sold books and everything, and I was like, well, that's cool. Like, she is in South Carolina. She gonna come? Like, she gonna come in the second round interview? So she came. She actually got hired on, so that was great. And then I came out and I did her new hire paperwork because I was a junior partner in our firm, right? So I actually knew Michael a little bit before I met JoJo. And so in our other office.
I knew Carly first, yeah.
Yeah. I did. Yep. Okay. So I came out and I was like, oh, your voice sounds so familiar. I know who you are. And Kevin, our other assistant manager, was like, stop weirding her out, Carly. And I was like, okay, so we sat down, had a good time, did her, Social Security, all the jazz, right? Did the paperwork. And then we started becoming really, really close, right? It didn't take long. And I had no idea. I was just like giving it a chance like everybody else, had our bonding day in the field, right? And then, in fact, like we were so close that like our boss would joke around and be like, oh, the lesbian. And I was like, I'm not lesbian, Mike. And he was like, yeah, but you and JoJo. Like, we were just like that addicted to each other. It just happened so naturally. And then after about 5 or 6 months, I actually moved back to Dallas, and I like tried to keep it a secret because I knew she'd get mad at me. And so I was like, yeah, I'm staying here, and then drive back. And then, so then when I moved back to Dallas, a few months later, come February, that following year, that's actually when Michael actually started talking to JoJo, and I started getting to hear about her and him and over FaceTime and everything. And so I guess you could say that I left so Judge could find her other best friend. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You too.
Yes. So since then we've had endless FaceTimes and taken numerous amounts of flights to visit each other throughout the last 3.5 years. And so with that, I've been so honored to not only have nourished my friendship with Judge, but also with Michael. And I couldn't have asked for a better man to share my best friend with.
Carly.
So I wish the two of you eternal love and happiness and many more celebrations.
Yes.
So without a doubt, we celebrate and cheers Michael and JoJo the Blanchard.
Cheers! All of my table
Over the
neighbors.
flame.
Table neighbors.
Cheers.
We should probably eat or we pray and then eat.
Or do we want to open up for stories while we eat?
Just don't talk with your mouth full.
Enough stories till they're embarrassed.
Okay.
And now John, I need
I
his
don't ever have.
Hey,
Do I have to process?
Dad.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.